Hi, Brian. I'm a relatively new listener to your show. Love your content, by the way.
Thank you.
But when I was taking a look at everything at what was going on with the hearings, with the former presidents attending the inauguration, it pissed me off. And I consider myself somebody that's progressive, right? And I know that Republicans have a lot that are wrong with their current political ideology right now. And I know that for me, for instance, I support like Bernie Sanders, AOC, and aside from potentially running myself as a progressive candidate, which I live in Massachusetts, I'm pretty satisfied with my state already. What can we do to be able to? What are your thoughts? What can we do to be able to get more progressive candidates into Congress, especially in the Democratic Party, to be able to start holding these people accountable? I just don't understand what to do.
Well, I would say number one, while it's a challenge, we got to get some of these older people out of office on a national scale down to a local scale. Nancy Pelosi
Definitely
should not be calling any of the shots anywhere anymore. Let her live the rest of her
Absolutely
life.
not.
Let her live the rest of her life with her husband. Thank you for your service. Now step out of the way. I say the same thing about the Chuck Schumers of the world. Get the hell out of office. Let younger people be in there that are more hungry and have more firepower. That would be number one. We need to call out these Democrats. While it's important for people like me and people like you to call out MAGA Republicans and Donald Trump, we also have to do the same thing when it comes to the left. They are soft.
Absolutely.
These hearings in Washington, D.C. over the last few days have proven how pathetic they are, how soft they are with these people. So that would be number one. Number two, we have to get the message out. These MAGA Republicans want to abolish abortion. I don't care whether you're a Republican or a Democrat. That's not good for anybody unless you're an ultra-religious zealot. What normal human being thinks that if a woman is raped or the victim of incest, she should be forced to have that baby? That's what these MAGA Republicans, it is sick. That's what these MAGA Republicans want to do. They're against maternity leave. They're against welfare. They're against food stamps. They're against raising minimum wage. And this a-hole who was testifying on Capitol Hill yesterday, who's worth $500 million that's going to be in Donald Trump's cabinet, was asked by Bernie Sanders, do you plan on raising the minimum wage, which is at $7.25? He said no. So we need to, and what the Democrat Party needs to do is they need more podcasters. They need more younger people doing radio shows. Listen, I have a lot of respect for David Pacman and a guy like a Brian Tyler Cohen. They're very intelligent. They're very well spoken. And I enjoy listening to them, but sometimes a little bit too nice. Okay. We need a little bit of both. We need people like Brian Tyler Cohen. We need people like David Pacman. We need them, but we also need people that are going to stop being so nice. Stop being bullied. When I see Brian Tyler Cohen or a David Pacman on a national network, these Republicans just run over them, and it doesn't matter whether they have facts or not. They just get run over. That stuff has to stop. And we have to start playing hardball and call these people out for who they are. Many of them in Donald Trump's cabinet, they're bigots, they're fascists, they're bad people, and then give reasons why you feel that way. Got to stop getting run over, And
honestly, I feel like if we just, I feel like that if Kamala Harris did a better job of being able to appeal to progressives more, took a harsher stance on Israel, maybe promoted things like, universal health care, student debt relief, all of that, I feel like that she would have won. I feel like more people would have come out in support of her. And
So
I'm just frustrated that we have established Democrats that just don't have a good idea of what younger Americans want, and that's the future of this country is younger Americans.
So, Mike, I would like to agree with you, and I would like to think what you're saying is true, but I have to be honest with you. I disagree, and here's why. I think there's too many people in this country that are refused to vote for a woman. I just think we can't ignore Hillary Clinton, who was overqualified for the position.
That's a fair point.
Listen, I think that's wrong. Of course, you and I voted for Kamala Harris. I would have voted for a ham sandwich over Donald Trump. But as much as I admire an AOC and some other females within the Democrat Party that I think are rising stars, I'm sorry, but I'm not sure this country is ready to vote in a woman. Now, I wish I was wrong on that. I'm okay with it. You're okay with it. I feel the same way about Pete Buttigieg. Pete Buttigieg, I think he's an extremely intelligent guy. I think he could be a great president. But I think because there are too many bigots in this country, I think there are too many people, maybe even some Democrats, that wouldn't want to vote in someone who is gay. And sadly, the Democrats have to think about this next time around, okay? You got to think about
We
that.
definitely need we need an emerging star in the Democrat Party. We don't have that. I feel like that we definitely need somebody who can appeal to
I
a
think
wide variety of age groups
I think
and a
Josh
younger
Shapiro.
generation,
I think
especially.
Josh Shapiro could be that guy. I'm not saying
Yeah,
he will be that guy. I think Josh Shapiro's a great governor. He could be that guy. I think if you had a Shapiro Newsom ticket, I think that ticket would do very, very well. But we are a far way away from that. And like what you said to start this phone call, what do they need to do? What do they need to
yeah.
do? Well, get Nancy Pelosi out of there, quite frankly. Get Chuck Schumer out of there. Get younger people and younger people that are smart, that are talented, and that have fire, my friend. And I appreciate your phone call. It was a very good question you asked.
Thank you.
Thank you for calling in, and call back in anytime.